Hello, guys. Welcome, everybody, to Purple A's podcast. I am your host, who bleeds purple and gold, Isaac here. So the Vikings are now 6-8. They beat the Dallas Cowboys on Sunday night, 34-26 on the road. So I don't think anybody really expected this to come about it being a competitive game, but boy, the Vikings did. They did compete very, very well, and they end up winning and spoiling the Dallas Cowboys' playoff chances. And I know technically the Vikings, they basically are eliminated from playoff contention, so they're not going to the playoffs this season, which is a shame, but I mean, it is what it is right now. So I mean, but I'm not going to be the guy to actively root for my team to lose and say why this is bad for the Vikings to be 6-8 right now. I'm like, oh well, the Vikings, they need a better draft pick. I mean, that's just not how I am. It sucks because here's the deal. It always, when you're rooting for your team to lose, it sucks the fun out of watching your team win. So I'm not going to be that guy to say, oh, well, this is bad for the Vikings. No. But getting into the game, the offense yet again puts up another 30 points. The offense has been doing great. I mean, against Washington, and granted it's against the Dallas Cowboys defense. They're not that good, but I mean, it's not like the Vikings can skip this game and just play against the good defenses every week, can they? So that's just not how it goes. So, shout out to JJ McCarthy, man. He has been balling these last two games. And to follow up with another good game, and here's a lot of reasons this was one of his better games. Probably the best game of his career, probably, against the Cowboys on prime time on the road. That's pretty tough, man. And where the run game was virtually doing nothing last night, they only had 2.8 yards per carry when they ran the ball 28 times for only 77 yards. It was bad. The run game was doing nothing last night. So you basically had to resort to JJ McCarthy. Okay, can he do something? And KOC committed to the run yet again, which is, I think, what I've been saying, I mean, yes, they have Kenny Clark and Quinnen Williams for the Cowboys, but I mean, he essentially still committed the run and say, okay, let's try running the ball. It worked last time. Let's try it again. And granted, he did try it, but it just didn't work. Where I'm not even mad at KOC for at least trying to run the football. So, I mean, I think KOC called a good game. But JJ McCarthy, who had no run game, where the run game did him really no favors, really, JJ McCarthy was good. 15 of 24, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, a rushing touchdowns, and an interception. That interception was basically the first pass in the game where it was like, oh no, the JJ McCarthy of old is back, and he is not progressing. But even after that interception, he was chilling. He was comfortable, he was calm, and he was collective. And just the fact alone that he just when the run game wasn't working and that he had to ball out on his own and carry the Vikings to a win, he did exactly that. He was great today. And the progression, you can see that there's a little something with JJ McCarthy. There is still hope for this guy to potentially be the franchise. And people have been saying, oh, well, we need Joe Burrow. He seems like he doesn't want to be in Cincinnati. That may be true, but also at the same time, they might not need him. They might not need Joe Burrow. And maybe I think J.J. McCarthy might have figured out that maybe he wants that KOC, the type of offense he wants to run, to be pass happy. Maybe he's figured it out. I don't know, but 3 more games to go, you keep him in. And J.J. McCarthy, he was fantastic. And also some other and also KOC's play calling was actually pretty good in some situational where to go for it on 4th and 3. I love the aggressiveness out of KOC. Hopefully, and also I like that play call where it was 4th and goal where KOC, because the Cowboys players were all keyed in on Jordan Mason, and they were all locked in on him on 4th and goal, and instead of simply handing the ball off, he instead did a designed run play with J.J. McCarthy, who handed the ball off, and which I think it was a read option play where he just took the ball himself, easy touchdown. That was a good play call. And overall, of course he had some goofy play calls, but I feel like though it is better to have just, like 1 or 2 goofy play calls that doesn't really alter a game or something, but if it alters how the game is going and how the momentum swings in how it swings in the opponent's hands, then that's a problem. But overall, KOC called a good game. It's basically KOC for 3 more games where we have to see more of that to see if KOC can adjust and get better. So, so far, he has gotten better. And other shout-outs, CJ Ham. CJ Ham yet again with another. He was basically the unsung hero of last night, but in terms of blocking, and also he got a touchdown. He also had a touchdown run. So CJ Ham was great. Jalen Naylor had a touchdown. He has become a very reliable wide receiver. He's became just a dropping addict. He had a case of the dropsies last year to now. It seems like he's cured from that. Now he can catch the football. So Jalen Naylor, I would love to see him back next year. And let me see. Jordan Addison had a big play for a 50-yard. Finally got to see something out of Jordan Addison, although no Justin Jefferson. But, we'll take it. Whatever it takes to win the game, even if it doesn't include Justin Jefferson, I'm good. I am good. Let's see so basically though, the offense, they did their job. They did a great job. And so, okay, nobody I missed on offense. Defensively, it was bend but don't break. They gave up over 400 yards of offense to Dallas. There was too many open holes in the run game. The Vikings interior defensive line starters, Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave, got bullied by the offensive line of the Cowboys for the most part throughout this game. But I felt like they did get quite a bit of pressure on Dak Prescott though. But Jalen Redmond has been he has been disruptive. I would love to see him as a starter the rest of the way. Because there's really nothing to see from Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. There is nothing to see from these two because they've been doing absolutely nothing. So I'm good with those two. But Jalen Redmond, he needs to stay in Minnesota. And AVG has been all over the place. Last night, Jonathan Grenard finally had a sack. He finally had one. It took him a little while because he's had almost sacks, could not finish plays on quarterbacks, but finally did it Sunday night against the Cowboys. Took him week 15, but better late than never, I guess. So, really, I mean, and also on special teams, Will Reichard. Will the Thrill Reichard has been phenomenal this season. He has been low-key one of the probably, I don't know how this is possible, but I feel like Will Reichard has been the MVP for this team. I'm serious. I don't even know how that's possible, but it feels like he has been the MVP for this team. And it's not so much as like extra point attempts are just automatic, like you might as well not do it because we know we're doing it. We're scoring or whatever. Even 50-yarders are automatic to this dude. He makes 50-yarders like it's nothing. This dude, I don't even remember a time where he just missed a kick. And it's so nice to see a kicker like Will Reichard to basically just sit there and relax. Considering the history of this team with the Minnesota Vikings and kickers, Will Reichard, he needs to be on this team for 10 plus more years because we have ourselves a kicker. So, the Vikings are 6-8. I mean, good win. I mean, that was definitely a lot of fun to watch. 3 more games to go against the Giants, the Lions, and the Packers to finish off the season. I know they didn't make the playoffs, and I'm not going to actively root for this team to lose because I mean, I would have no fun watching this team anyways. So, I mean, I feel like it's better to celebrate a win when it's warranted. So, and it's not a meaningless game either. I mean, these games are important in terms of seeing or basically evaluating going into the offseason what will happen and how good will this team be. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Skol Vikings.